Hey guys, welcome to A Journey in Light. Today we are going over messages from your spirit guides, angels, the universe, whatever you want to call it, whatever you're comfortable with. It's basically, messages from your higher self, again, your guides, angels, all that stuff. Like, what do you need to know? What do you need to focus on in this time? I know a lot of people are feeling really uncertain, not sure what to do. Um, Things are just kind of all over the place. So these are just some messages, some reminders, some guidance, things like that. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to make things fit. We have 3 piles. So we have pile 1, which is this cool little origami bird. Pile 2 is the selenite tower. And pile 3 is this really awesome shell. So just kind of focus in, go with whatever pile you're drawn to the first and the most. If you're being drawn to more than one, then you could have messages in more than one pile or all 3. So I pulled all these, but I'm not exactly sure what's in there. But I'm looking for just overall good guidance from, the source above, whatever you want to call it. Again, everybody refers to it as a different thing. God, universe, your angels, spirit guides. I'm just rambling at this point anyways, but overall just some good messages to help you in this time of uncertainty. So again, we have piles 1, pile 2, and pile 3. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will be doing a drawing for our giveaway for a free personal reading of any subject of your choice. That's only for my subscribers, so just make sure you're subscribed and commenting on my videos, and that will get you entries into my giveaway. So I look forward to seeing you at your pile. Thanks, guys. Hey, pile 1, you guys picked this blue origami bird or crane. It's really, really awesome. I love that little guy. I've had him for a long time. And we are in a different location today. We are over at my mother's house, but still working the vibes while we can during this whole crazy time. But thank you guys for being with me. I wanted to make sure I'm still putting videos out there. This one is more about, what kind of guidance you need to know right now from your spirit guides, from your higher self, from the universe, from God, your angels, whatever you want to call it. So let's jump right into what kind of messages do you guys need to know. So we have the King of Wands. I'm going to lay these out and kind of look them over, and then we'll get into it. We have the Knight of Water, which is the Knight of Cups. And we have the 5 of Water, which is the 5 of Cups. Okay, we have Temperance. And we have the Knight of Swords. So let's look at these first. So, overall, the Knight of Wands, it's all about, focusing. You guys have 3 knights here, so it's a lot of really kind of quick, jump right into it attitude. So if you're dragging your feet a little bit about something, I think you're being called to go ahead and make that approach forward. So this first one's the King of Wands, my bad. But the King of Wands is all about motivation, being idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. The time is to focus, like you're being asked to focus, communicate visions, and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So if you're not sure on what creative endeavor and you need some advice, go to someone that you respect and try to get some advice. It's a good time to ask for help. I hope these are showing up well. It looks so dark. Sorry. Then we have the Knight of Water, which is about being, it's the Knight of Cups, so it's about being romantic, enthusiastic, and falling in love, or a need to balance your emotions, an invitation to a social event. Well, I don't think any of us are going anywhere right now, but I'm feeling more with this card just being asked, if your emotions are kind of all over the place, that you're being asked to level them out and to find a balance within your emotions. We also have the Five of Cups, which is like things not turning out the way that you hoped and not seeing it in a positive situation. You're crying over spilled milk. So you're kind of being asked to take a step back from, I feel like maybe there's some heavy emotions in this cup, and just take a step back and realize that it's okay. Even if things didn't turn out exactly how you wanted, there's still some positivity in the situation. So to try to find, the brighter light in this. We have Temperance. In this card, it has a butterfly. Temperance is about blending energies, again, balancing energies. I feel like you guys maybe are not sure which way to go with something. So again, this King of Wands is kind of, reminding you to focus in on what you're passionate about and go for that, and maybe blending that into your life and your emotional life. We also have the Knight of Swords, which is about communication. So if you have a vision or something like creative and you've been contemplating on it, now's the time to kind of move forward with that. If you have some extra time on your hands, look at what makes you passionate about life and what you can blend into your life and helps you transform and bloom into this beautiful butterfly, so to speak, or transform into a butterfly. So we can all kind of just look at this as like we're in a cocoon period, but it's a great time to like really figure out what it is you want. Like, what do you love about life? What do you not love about your life? And what can we fix? Again, I feel like this is so dark. I'm so sorry. If I can get any more light in here. A little better. Okay. All right. Oh, all right. So next we have surrounded by prosperity. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. So you're being reminded that, there's, even though things aren't turning out the way that exactly planned, that there's prosperity all around you. You just have to open your eyes and see it. Having, perception of anything is a huge thing. Mindset is huge. So again, I think this pile one, you're really, being guided to just be mindful of like how you're viewing a situation. Dancing in the rainbow. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find what you truly desire. So yeah, it's kind of what I was saying earlier about take this time to really find what lights you up, what makes you happy, what makes you feel free, like you're jumping through the water. Again, perception and mindset are very, very powerful. So you need to be mindful of how you're viewing situations, because life is what you make of it. We have Mama Killa is the moon. So you're also the moon is a lot about fear, but is also about your intuition. So be mindful of what you're afraid of and start tapping into your abilities that are like your gut feelings. If you're a pretty spiritual person, then it's time to really tap into your intuitions, maybe your spiritual gifts. If you're not and you just want to look at it, just follow your gut. What is your gut telling you? What do you want to do? What do you feel inside? Because deep down, your soul always knows. We have Bridget, a creative spark. So yeah, again, I feel like people watching this pile have this like creative spark within them that they maybe haven't had time to fully develop or love on, or give it as much attention as it deserves. Let me try to move these up a little bit. So you're really being like asked to like really like look inside, take this time to what do you really want to do, and start seeing like this little pause in life as a really wonderful thing that you can finally be the person that you're meant to be. I feel like you guys aren't stepping into your own power. Ruby, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. So if you guys, have been emotional about some stuff, you can ask for help. You can ask people that have been through similar situations. You can also call on your angels, guides, the universe, source, whatever, for some healing help too. We have rock bottom. So again, I feel like some of you guys may feel like you've hit rock bottom, like you don't know what to do, what direction you're supposed to go into, where am I going? And it's time to look within and find what makes you dance in the rainbow. have valiant courage. Take action with passion. Again, we're running over this theme of like, you're passionate about something. It's time to take action on what you're passionate about. We have another knight in this card. Rejuvenating rain. Clear the past and heal the present. So if you're holding on to past hurts and things that didn't go your way, you know, with this 5 of Cups energy, like if you're focused on the 3 cups that spilled behind you, but not realizing that you still have 2 full cups right in front of you, it's time to let the past go and really focus on what you have in front of you, because you have a really beautiful, beautiful energy flowing here, and you need to like step into it and be the best version of yourself. We have pay attention to signs. So some of you guys might not be realizing that you're getting signs from the universe. The universe speaks to us in numbers, you know, numbers on the clock, numbers that you see, any like a number, like an address that just pops out at you, that for some reason you just notice it and you don't know why. Look that number up, Google it. There's also different books. I have a book by Kyle Gray called Angel Numbers, and it's really, really great, and it has lots of different numbers in there. So whenever I'm like passing by something, or cabs where I live, all the phone numbers for cabs are all 777, which, you know, any, you know, repeating number like that, especially 7s, is really good. So I always, if I see a cab, which I never used to normally notice them, but I see them all the time now, with the 777, I look at what car number that is. So the other day I saw 429 on a car, and it's stuck in my head. I still have yet to look that up. I need to look that up in my book. I keep forgetting. Or Google it and see what message that was. So I take that as a message from my angels or my guides letting me know something. So it's little things like that. So just pay attention to the signs, but they also talk to you in songs that you hear on the radio, in your Instagram feed, things that pop up. There's always things that you need to hear. A movie you're watching, someone might say something that you need to hear, and that is, you know, the universe's way. You know, those things are going to be said anyways, but there's something about the way it's said or it comes across and it just hits you. That's done on purpose. Like, you're being drawn to that for a reason. So pay attention to those signs. Then we have stop. Slow down. The pace must abate before it's too late. So if you guys are feeling, because we do have a lot of night energy, so if you're going after something, which I think you guys should, just be mindful to not be too crazy and hasty. Have a little bit of a plan. You know, again, the first card in here was calling for focus and communicate the vision. So even if that's writing down what you want and taking steps instead of just like crazily going after it, have a little bit of a plan. I think that's going to help you to feel a little less overwhelmed by what you want to do. But overall, you know, guys, this is a really, really good energy. Yeah, so I hope this helps. Please make sure you're subscribed and you're commenting so you can be entered into my drawing for a free private reading or personal reading. And yeah, and I look forward to seeing you other readings as well. I do a lot of love readings, but I also do a lot of quick guidance and things like this of this nature, which I really, really love. So again, thank you guys so much for all the love and support that I've gotten already. It's been amazing. I've met some amazing people already on this little journey that I've been on, and I'm just feeling like really super blessed and happy to have all of you guys here. And so yeah, that means a lot. And as I put these away, I guess I can keep rambling. I hope everyone's doing well. I know times are a little crazy right now, and it's making people feel a little on edge, but just know it's all working out as it should. I know there's scary things, but it will all be okay. So just try to, in moments like this, just take a deep breath and know that it's all going to work out for the best, and it will be okay. All right, let's see. Anyone sitting here through that, sorry, I had to shut the window. My daughter's out back playing with my stepdad, and they were being loud. Okay, so hey, pile 2, you guys picked the selenite tower. So pretty. If you guys don't have selenite, selenite's really awesome. It helps keep all your other crystals charged. Don't get it wet though. But it's really good for clearing energy. It's just an overall really great stone. It does a lot of other things, but it's just great for clearing any negative energies, keeping things positive, and keeping your other crystals that are around it charged. So yeah, it's just a really overall good thing. And I mean, how cool that looks like in the light. Okay, so let's see. So if you guys skipped ahead, I'm in a new location. Just trying to make sure I'm still keeping content for you guys to watch. This is a video about offering guidance. What do you need to know from your spirit guides? What kind of stuff do you need to focus on in this kind of crazy time going on? And what can really help you? So, all right, let's see. Let's pull out your tarot first. So we have the moon. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. Sorry, in these decks, it's 7 air and 4 of water, but traditionally it's the cup. We have the World. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Hopefully you guys can see these. Sorry. I am still trying to figure out the lighting in this room and everything. The layout. Anyways, okay, so let's go over this first. So we have the moon. So right now, you know, it's important, psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release your fears that hold you back. So if any of you guys are holding on any fears, you're being asked to let that go, that everything's being divinely guided, and it's going to be okay. I know it's a little scary times right now, but you need to just focus in, connect with your inner self, connect with your psychic abilities. I feel like people that are watching this pile probably are connected or might not realize that everybody has abilities. So it's just a matter if you want to tap into them or not. So you're being guided to tap into that and to let go of these fears that are holding you back or kind of stalling you. I feel like maybe some people, like, they'll be okay for most of the day and then kind of stall out with some fear. So it's going to be okay. Try to release your fears. I know things are really kind of crazy right now, but it's going to be okay. Just know that it will be okay. All right, then we have the Seven of Swords, and it says plans need to be revised. More going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So if you're trying to figure some stuff out, know that right now might not be the best time to figure it all out. You just need to kind of maybe revise a plan, visit like what if it's fears that are holding you back or something, like go back and look at what you're trying to accomplish and see where your motivation lies. If it's fear-based or love-based, you always want to switch to love-based type motivations and actions, because you'll never go wrong when you choose love. You know, a lot of anxieties and stuff are all fear-based, and so you need to just, I mean, it's easier said than done, but just recognize that you're doing that and try to just slowly stop it, or not let it excel further. I want to see. I'm trying to try this. I opened up the window in my last thing. All right. Sorry about that. I think you guys can see better. All right. Then we have the Four of Water, which is about missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So if any of you guys are kind of just like bored, what do I do with this time? You know, look at like the possibilities that are going on right now. You know, having a stall and things could actually open up some time for you to focus on what you want to do and some things you want to create in your life. Things you want to excel at, things you maybe put on the back burner for a long time, even if it's just picking up a book or listening to an audiobook. Just stop when you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with all this time or what's going on. Stop and be like, well, what's one thing you've wanted to do that you haven't given yourself time to do? And start focusing on that instead of focusing on what you're missing out on. We have the World here, so just know that the world is at your fingertips. It also can be about travel. I know that's really hard, so maybe plan your travel for after this, you know, or start coming up with a plan of where do you want to go eventually and what does that look like and how do you get there. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about putting in the work. So I think, yeah, you guys are being guided to focus on the positive plans that you've put aside and work towards that goal. So whatever goal you've put on the back burner for yourself, it's time to move that to the forefront. And again, I realize things are crazy and everybody has extra stuff, different plate. Well, not everybody, but most people do. But you can still try to find, a way to put yourself first and back on your priority list a little bit. We have facing your fears. It's kind of crazy because we were talking about, your fears here in the moon and, looking at missed opportunities. So I don't look at these beforehand. So this is pretty interesting. So this says, I love these cards. Aren't these so beautiful? This is the first time I'm using them. These are, sorry for the pause. These are the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards. They are stunning. Like, I need to just sit down and go through this whole deck. It's so pretty. Okay, so we have Facing Your Fears. It says, look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm and knowing of who you are. So again, like with the moon being here, again, I feel like a lot of you guys are spiritually inclined, but I don't know if you guys are really focusing on that or realizing the gift that you have. So maybe some fears have held you back from that. So it's time to strengthen your connection with the universe. I mean, you have to have a little bit if you're watching this video because of what it's titled, but it's time to move past the things that are holding you back. Even that's what society would think, what your family thinks, or the way you've been brought up to fear certain things that really aren't scary. I get it. Like, I didn't understand tarot up until recently, and I was always told it was a bad thing and it was the devil, or, I was raised Southern Baptist, if that says anything, for a partial part of my life. So, and it's not bad at all. It's such a beautiful guidance tool, and it's almost like comical to me, like how fearful I was of some cards, and now it's like how I connect with my guides, and it's been a beautiful experience. So again, we all can change. You just make the choice to change, and here we are changing together. So let's see what else we got. We have Connect to Source. Go within to discover what needs to be done. Create a shift required to attract what you want. So again, you guys are being guided to really connect. I think there's people with a lot of wonderful abilities watching this, and it's time to connect with your source. It's time to, if you're like, well, how do I do that? Start meditating. Even if you don't go into a meditation with an expectation that all of a sudden you're just going to start being able to talk with your guides. Just start working on calming your mind, even if it's like 4 to 5 minutes a day, and then the truth will start coming in. So prayer is like us talking to God, and meditation is God talking to us, is a quote that I really like. So, but in order to hear the messages that you need to hear, you need to also learn to be able to quiet your mind. And once you get into a better practice and a good space with that, you'll find it's easier and easier to drop down into that place. So like you can be doing card readings and just be able to drop into that space. It feels differently for everybody. I get a energy hum in my heart space. It's how I know I connected. And it's just like a little vibration, almost like an anxiety feeling, but a really wonderful, loving anxiety feeling. Well, vibrational feeling, but the only I could attribute, the closest thing like in my past would be an anxious feeling, but this isn't, it doesn't feel bad, it feels good. So anyways, so yeah, you guys are definitely gifted. So you need to pour into that gift a little bit when you can. Low stare, so new beginnings. So it's time to set a new beginning. Move this guy out of the way. Yeah, guys, like, you guys have, like, I think you're focusing too much on a missed opportunity and not seeing this huge cup of just this gift, and you're not looking at it because you're afraid and you're holding on. So it's time to let those fears go, step into your new beginning, connect with your source. The world is at your fingertips. You need to put some work into it, but let go of these things that have been holding you back, and looking at things that didn't work out right, because you have this whole wealth of things just like sitting on the edge that you need to step into this. We have adaptability. So again, this might also call for you to be a little more adaptable, less rigid on your plan. I know some of us get an idea of what this is supposed to look like. There is no right or wrong. So just go with the flow a little bit, and just know that if you're adaptable and you start just kind of going within and connecting, like, you're going to get some really, really powerful stuff coming through. Okay, progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. I think that's a really good point. You know, everybody wants to see what everybody else has done, and then we compare ourselves to each other, and comparison is the thief of joy. It just really is. So you have to just know that any momentum forward is progress, and that's all that matters. All that matters is that you're moving forward to what you want, what you stepping into your power. Even if that's little tiny turtle steps or baby steps, you're still moving that way. So just focus. Don't worry about, you know, how fast someone else did it or what ability someone else has. If, you know, again, I feel like this is a very strong, like, psychic kind of group here, or what that even looks like. You know, I have a friend that was like, well, I'm not a light worker. And I'm like, dude, you're one of the most lit people I know. Like, she just fills everybody, like, she just exudes light. And I'm like, that's what a light worker is. You know, like, you're sharing your light and lifting other people up and helping them shine. And that's all of what she does. And when she kind of realized that, like, everything, I feel like, is changing for her, and it's really beautiful to watch. So you guys don't need to, like, you are your own individual beautiful soul, and it doesn't have to look like anybody else's. Like, what feels right to you. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. So we have sad embrace. So again, I feel like some of you guys are just focusing on some sadness when you have all these beautiful things. So you need to let go of these fears and this sadness that has been holding you back. It's not serving you anymore. It's just holding you back. You need to release the fears that are holding you back. You guys have fears, holding on to things all over this. I mean, the world is at your fingertips. You just have to choose to go after it. All right, unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. So if you guys are not sure if you're doing it right, you are exactly where you need to be. And it might be scary, it might be new. We have this owl in the card, the owl's wisdom. So just know that you're being divinely guided and you're being downloaded with this information. Again, you need to tap into that. You need to quiet your mind to start hearing these messages and connecting with source. But you're on your way. You are on your way. This is so beautiful, guys. I hope that you guys are feeling like how amazing this pile is right now. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. So yeah, I feel like some of you guys, you know, might connect to being a starseed. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But I mean, this guy, he has a shepherd's cane, which is about leading other people and following, but looking at the stars. And if anyone hasn't been out to see the stars lately with all the pollution being cut back, please go outside at night. It's really amazing. If you don't have anything to compare it to, it's a lot better. I usually look at the stars almost every single night, and they are just getting clearer and clearer and more bright and more beautiful, and it's pretty darn awesome. So, but you're being asked to just, you know, wish upon a star. Follow what makes you happy. Follow your bliss, guys. You guys are so talented. I just feel like there's just so much wonderful energy here. Like, I have the chills as I'm saying this. Like, you guys need to step into your power. Let this negative whatever you're holding on to, even if you just need to tuck it back and deal with that later, you guys have so much potential here. You need to step into that, and you need to have some faith. Have faith that it's all going to work out as it should. You guys, again, this is a divinely guided situation. You guys are being moved and shift where you need to be. You just need to let go of the fears and see it. You still have free will, so they can guide you all they want, but you have to choose to go after the path. You know, you're like, might be like waiting for a sign or to push. If you have that inkling in you, that's your sign. It's time to go. This is your sign. I don't know how else to tell you. It's time to move forward and do all this stuff. So then our last card is Wisteria, longevity. Plan for and take a dedicated path, guys. I mean, we have path in this card. Path in this card. We have faith. I mean, you guys are just guided. We have angels all over the place. We have just so many beautiful, beautiful things. You just have to choose to stop embracing that sadness and lift your head up and see that you are connected and connect with your intuition. And, you know, yeah, it's pretty amazing, guys. This is a really, really, really beautiful pile. I'm excited. Comment if you have, you know, if this is a pile that you connected with. I would love to hear your stories or what you're passionate about or what you're scared about, things like that. We're all in it together. yeah, find me on Instagram, connect with me there. We can chat about things. But this is overall, you guys are just really, really being asked to step into your power, and you're being divinely guided. It's time to move forward. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you're subscribed and commenting to be entered into my personal reading drawing. And thank you guys so much again for being here. Hey, pile 3. I think I say that every time with pile 3. That same way. So you guys picked the shell. It's a really awesome little shell I got kicking here. So far these piles have been really amazing, so I'm excited to see what's in this one. If you skipped right ahead, I'm in a different location, but I'm still trying to make sure I'm making videos for you guys. And this is all about what the universe, what your guides, what your angels, whatever you want to call it, God, needs you to know, wants you to know, some reminders, some guidance, things like that. So it'll unfold as we pick it all out. I don't really know what's in here, but and I will give you whatever messages that come through. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm doing a free personal reading when I'm building my channel. So every subscription, every like, every comment really helps me build my channel. So I'm hoping to grow and be able to do this even more and have more videos for you guys. So, but the support I've gotten already has been amazing. So thank you, and thank you again. All right, let's see what guidance do you guys need? So you guys have the King of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. In this deck, it's the air, but it's swords. And then you guys have 7 of Cups. Hopefully you can see that. Which is 7 of water in this deck. And then we have the 3 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So, okay, overall, we're going to go over tarot first, and then we'll go over the other cards. So, for this deck, okay. You guys are being asked to speak your mind, but make sure you're doing it with tact. Don't be too impulsive, but you need to be honest with your communication. So I feel like some of you guys are sitting on a truth that you need to speak it. And, you know, if you're not sure how to go about that, seek professional advice, or, you know, ask your guides for advice. Make sure you're balancing these thoughts mentally and emotionally. Don't just be all emotional. Try to, you know, be logical and honest with yourself. You might have gotten some challenging information. You're not sure how to process that, so maybe getting advice from somebody else will be helpful. When you guys have the 7 of Cups, that's a complex decision. You need to do some research, but stop procrastinating. So again, I feel like some of you guys have been sitting on some information that you got, not sure what to do. You need to start researching it a little bit, but it's time to speak your mind with confidence. We also have the 3 of Wands, which is about planning and looking to the future. And then we have the 10 of Wands, which is about feeling a little burdened and having too much responsibilities. So maybe right now you guys are feeling a little overdone. But just know, if you can plan like with clear, concise communication and be honest about your needs in this complex decision you guys are coming up with, that you guys will be okay. Let's see what else we got, because this is kind of, not sure, kind of just like an overall energy state I feel like that you guys are in. So let's see what guidance we can get. It says, leaping through the air, a plan you have made is on track. If you're waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects you are considering. So again, we have stop procrastinating here. We have stop putting off plans. We have a lot of planning. It's, you know, the King of Air is all about being just open and communicating things. Again, I feel like this Page of Swords here just is a slight reminder just to be tactful and not too impulsive and, you know, about the things you're saying. So stop and think before you speak, but know that you have something powerful that you need to say. But it's time to stop procrastinating about it. And you guys, gliding through currents. These cards are so gorgeous. With a different approach, you glide through a situation with ease and grace. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, and behavior into flow will help your dreams. Take flight. It's funny, you guys, we have like leaping through air and then talking about take flight. Like it's time, like I think you guys have been sitting on this decision for a little too long, and it's time to put it into action tactfully, but it's time to, you've been planning for too long. It's time to start to moving through and to really soar. We have fortune. So fortune is on your side, guys. So whatever you're thinking about doing, I think that luck is going to be on your side with this endeavor. It's just time to move forward with it. Yeah. Okay, what else do we have? We have salvation. I think that whatever this is, and being honest and speaking your truth and moving into this is really going to save your soul if that speaks to you. Like if you've been wondering about doing something because it's been heavy on your heart, I think it's going to really help you just heal a lot. It's going to be a healing thing to really step into what you want to do and who you want to be is what I'm seeing. Deep emotional healing. Again, I don't look at these beforehand, so I get chills when this happens. Okay. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences. You are willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. So again, I feel like self-love is important right now, but also just respecting yourself and whatever this idea that you want to do, this complex decision. I feel like you've been putting other people's needs before your own, and it's time to do what is right for you. So again, we have this 10 of Wands. So I feel like you've been carrying everybody like so much responsibility, but not doing what you want to do, what your soul wants to do. And it's time to start moving more into the direction. I know that we can't always just drop everything, but start, putting yourself first, putting yourself higher on your priority list. Like it's in whatever this dream or goal or thought or project is, it's time to move it further up. Everybody should understand. People that love you understand, but I think that this doing so is going to really help heal you. Like moving forward in your truth and speaking your truth instead of just thinking about it and planning it and letting it weigh you down is going to help you just jump forward and take a leap towards what you need to do, and it will help heal you so much. And standing up for yourself. I feel like some of you guys aren't standing up for yourself because you feel like maybe someone will make fun of you or whatever for what you want to do. This is what you want to do. Then you need to do it. Stop procrastinating. Stop. Okay, we have movement. So movement is about moving forward. Even if you're taking small steps, you need to move forward to what you want. Again, I think you guys have been sitting on whatever this is for way too long. This is your call to action. This is your, yes, it's time. Yes, you're going to be fortunate in this. You're going to have healing from this. You've planned enough. It's time to move forward. We have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So again, that's 2 cards of fortune and prosperity here. So whatever this endeavor that you're going to do, you're going to be prosperous in it. It's time to put this plan into action. We have great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Gosh, you guys have so much forward momentum about going with it, doing it, movement, leaping through the air, uncovering your treasure, gliding, stop procrastinating. I mean, this is a pretty clear message for you guys. It's time to take a chance and take a risk and move forward. Self-love. Again, we had this healing, salvation, so it's time to, part of doing what you want to do that's right for you has to do with self-love. So if self-worth and self-love has been holding you back, it's time to nurture yourself a little bit and to know that what you want and your desires are just as important as everything else that you've been putting before yourself. Sorry, I keep tapping this 10 of Wands, but that's like carrying everybody, like carrying a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens, and it's time to put yourself first. Definitely. Okay. Then we have John Quill. This flower is power. Take hold of what you know is yours. So again, I feel like you guys know what this is. You guys have known, and you've just put it on the back burner for way too long. It's time to put yourself first and go after what you want, and you will be on a great adventure, but you will have fortune and prosperity in doing so, and it will help you heal and connect with, like, in doing so will kind of like give you this like full vision of self-love. Like it's just going to fill you up so much. Yeah, so the time is now, guys. Like that overall message is It's time to move forward. It's time to go after this dream. You guys are worth it. And I'm very excited for whatever this is. If you care to share what this is all about, I'd love to hear it. You can comment on, or you can find me on Instagram and shoot me a personal message about it if you don't want to post it on a comment. But I'd love to hear what this is all about, because this is pretty exciting. Alright guys, I hope this helps. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so you can be entered into my drawing for a free personal reading. And thank you guys so much. Have a blessed one.